Okay, I better get out of here. Welcome back to Passed Up Survival, everyone. My name is MegaShadowFist, and I am your host, and I'm about to die in a second if I don't eat something. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I need to finish up the latter part of that question. Yeah, so like I said, just to jog your memory, the most recent movie that I watched, at least at the time of recording this, it'll probably be different. In fact, I'm going to watch a different movie today. But it was End of Watch with Jake Gyllenhaal, Michael Pena. Like I said, it's like, it's kind of filmed like a camera movie. It's filmed with like, digital cameras. I mean, there are occasional times where they'll have like what I call like a camera of God, which is like, like your professional camera, so that you can like, cause not everyone's carrying like around a camcorder, and you can't really just try to rely on, Oh, I skipped a piece. Alright, so should I go? I'm gonna go this way and get this corner. Because not everyone's carrying a camcorder, so, you have to get some story somehow, And, but yeah, it was a really good movie. Stars Jake Gyllenhaal, Michael Pena, like I said. Two cops in, LA. And one of the things, like, I think that, a sign of a good actor, is if they're a big budget actor like Jake Gyllenhaal relatively is, and you know who he is, you've seen him in plenty of movies before, and you were to see a movie, and you forget that they're, you forget that they're an actor, you forget that they're the actor and actually, like, the actual character. Like, Jake Gyllenhaal, in the movie, there are plenty of times where I completely forgot that was Jake Gyllenhaal. I actually thought that was, the actual, that he was an actual police officer, like the actual character. I mean, to be fair, he didn't really have the Jake Gyllenhaal look in the movie. Like, in the movie, he was like a retired, he's a Marine who became a police officer. He didn't really have any hair. He had like a, like a military cut. And he looked a bit more muscular than, what he usually looks like in his movies, that he plays in, but still, like, there are times where I completely forgot that it was him. And it was a really good movie. Like I said, it's a little disturbing, so, viewer discretion is advised if you're not a big fan of seeing, I'm not gonna pull any punches here. I'm gonna say what you can expect to see. You can see, severed heads. Like, some of you might be like, severed head, who gives a shit? That's really not that bad. I mean, I'm just saying, not everyone has, like, the same level of tolerance as others, so, I'm just giving you a fair warning. But it's really good acting, really is. I mean, there is a kind of a cliche, like, there's one part of the movie, the ending, I sort of called it out before it actually happened, because it was foreshadowed in the dialogue. I don't know, maybe it's because, back in high school, I took AP 11 and AP 12 English, so I'm really into, like, analyzing stuff, but, like, they foreshadowed the movie, foreshadowed basically the ending in the dialogue, which kind of sucked, because, like, it didn't really hit me the way that it could have, because it was just, like, I was like, it was sad and all, but it was, like, I sort of saw that coming because of the dialogue. Anyway, good movie, I recommend watching it. It's definitely not going to be the most recent movie that I watched before, I'm almost finished mapping this out, actually, before I, by the time this goes up, I'll have watched a couple other movies. Like I said, I'm gonna watch, a movie from the 80s, actually. 1987, starring Kevin Costner, Robert De Niro, and a couple other people. It's called, what is it called? The Untouchables. It's a period drama that takes place, it's about, like, taking down Al Capone. That's one thing I like. I love period dramas, Especially period dramas that take place in, like, the 40s and the 50s, and I don't know, I really love, like, crime dramas, like gangster movies or whatever. They always interested me. For whatever reason, I don't know why. I guess, it's about freaking police officers, so End of Watch, I guess, could be technically be a crime drama. Jesus Christ. A crime drama, but, I don't know. I consider it more of a police drama, because whenever I think of, like, a crime drama, I think of, like, movies where, like, the main characters are actually criminals, and it's all about, like, crimes. It's hard to explain. I'm probably not making any sense, but, anyway. Oh yeah, and that movie made me seriously never want to, end of watch made me never, ever want to be like a police officer, like, ever. Which is, it's kind of crazy to say, considering, my father was a police officer, and his father before him, and his father before him, I'm not even joking. So, it's sort of like tradition. I never really planned on being a police officer. I was never a big fan of, those odd hours, and, and you have to be really, really thick-skinned, to be a police officer, just like being a lawyer, because, like, you're gonna get into some really thick cases where you just want to get emotionally involved, but you can't. And I just really wasn't a big fan of that. But if I ever considered being a police officer, like, I still have my LA Noir goggles on, where, like, because LA Noir really makes you want to be a detective for whatever reason. But, in real life, where you're not really guaranteed to solve every case, or you're not guaranteed to come out alive, it's a different story. Oh, shit! I'm gonna die! Oh my god! This is like Trolls 2 right now. Oh my god! I swear to God. If I was just like... Screw it, I'm just gonna eat this freaking raw chicken. I don't care. If I was just like... 2 seconds off. I got a little bit of that, who cares? If I was just 2 seconds off. I mean, like, just 1 block away, I would have died. Oh my god, that is freaking crazy. This is a message of God, man. This is like, I'm like Samuel L. Jackson right now from Pulp Fiction. I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe I should just retire and be, oh, no. Good golly, Miss Molly. As the song goes. From the 50s. I don't know who sang it. But it's like, good golly, Miss Molly. Anyway. I believe that I've mapped out almost the entire map. I need to find some animals though, so I can have some more food. But jeez. But yeah, that's enough movie talk, I guess. I've been talking for movies for the past 22 minutes. Although it's going to be split up into 2 different videos, I've been talking about movies for quite a bit. So, we're almost finished mapping out the map. We'll have a complete map. I mean, there's like a couple... No, actually, no, never mind. I did majority of the mapping out by accident, at one point, but, it's nice to have a complete map. Just cause. Almost there. It's a good thing that, this is one thing that, like, cause, like, I remember, I can swim pretty well now, but, like, there was a time when I really wasn't, like, the best swimmer, per se, and then during, like, high school, like, I knew how to swim, but, like, I really wasn't, like a strong swimmer or whatever. And then, like, in high school, I'd say during, like, my freshman, sophomore year of high school, my dad started taking me to, like, these, like... They were basically borderline, like, Olympics training, practical... Oh, not, like, Olympics training, but, like... it's, like... Good God. I can say that I can pretty much do every stroke, known to man. Well, with the exception of the butterfly. I suck at doing the butterfly. I freaking hate doing the butterfly. Good lord, but, I can do all the other ones pretty well. Regardless, I mean, I've had, like, so I had, like, professional training with all the strokes, so, I'd say that I'm a relatively strong swimmer now, but as far as treading water is concerned, I was never actually properly taught how to tread water. I sort of just taught myself how to tread water, and so... the way that I tread water is very, very inefficient, and you get very, very tired very easily. I don't know how to tread water without using my hands, so, like, cause, like, there's this way to, like, tread water called, like, the egg beater or whatever. I saw it. I've always wanted to try it out, just cause, cause, like, if you're, like, a younger kid, you're probably, like, if you're, like, when you're younger, you tend to, like, hang out in, like, shallow area. But, the older you get, whenever you go to, like, the pool with someone, the more, you're going to end up going to, like, the deep end more often than not. So, if you don't know how to swim, I'd recommend, learning how to swim. You never know when you're gonna have to learn, you never know when you're gonna have to use it for whatever reason. Actually, I remember lying going into the deep end one time. I went to the pool, and I was, like, at some summer camp. I was, like, 6 years old, right? And, I was, like, talking to, like, excuse me, I was, like, talking to, like, this girl, right? And before you say anything, this was when I was, like, 6 years old, so, like, this wasn't, like, me being, like, a player or anything, like, I was 6 years old, so I really didn't give a shit about girls. But regardless, like, she could swim, right? So, like, in order to go to the deep end, they didn't even make you do a swimming test. They just like, can you swim? And if you said yes, they'd give you a ribbon. If not, they put a ribbon around your wrist to let you know that you can swim in the deep end. If not, whatever. So I went into the deep end and, like, swam with her, right? And, I remember almost drowning, actually. It's like, I went into the deep end, and, like, I was like swimming, and then, like, because, like, you know, I might have been, like, 6 years old, but I did know that, like, I could die if I stood in the water too long. And at the time, all I really knew how to do is, like, swim underwater, which is, like, weird. So, like, I tried swimming, and, I remember I paused for a second, because, like, I was running out of breath, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. And then, like, and then for whatever reason, I got a second breath of wind, and I sort of just pushed myself, and I got out of there. It wasn't my fault, okay? I didn't really have, like, any, like, common sense. I was talking to the girl, right? And then I was like, but I don't really know how to swim. She's like, okay, just get a ribbon, right? So I was like, she's okay, you can just get a ribbon. So I was like, okay, sure, I'll just get a ribbon. I didn't really wait, I couldn't swim at the time, so it wouldn't make sense. So I probably, oh my god, Norton Security is still performing background tasks! Dang it! No! Now the recording is gonna get fucked up. At a certain point in the video. Damn it! I freaking turned off the idle scan! I don't know why it's still performing background tasks. Oh, man. That sucks. That really sucks. It's nothing I can really do about it, I guess, but it still sucks. Ugh. Anyway, I need to eat some because I'm low on hunger. I'm low on hunger. This is where that backup chicken comes in handy. I'm gonna eat it. Do I have any leftover wheat? I'm pretty sure that I have plenty of leftover wheat. Yes I do. Now I was trying to make some bread. No, that really annoys me. I don't know why it's... I turned off... Whatever. Whatever. I got 21. That number is always following me. Oh, man, that really... that's really frustrating, because it's like... It's not really something that I can control. It's stupid friggin' antivirus popping and doing background tasks when my computer isn't even freaking idle! It's not idle! Norton, fuck off! Alright, there we go. Now I got full health. And a full map. And while I'm at it, I don't feel like farming right now. I still have plenty of wheat as it is. So now let's worry about gathering some fish. So that we can, what do you call it? I don't know. So that we can, I can't quite remember what I'm trying to say. Anyway, come on! Fish. No, so we can capture our ocelots. Okay. Auto-saving in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, I guess I was trying to end the episode with an awkward pause. I don't know, I was really quiet for a second, I have no idea why. Okay, anyway. Awkward pause.